Yes, class 8, are you there? Zahra, where are you, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Only one Zainab, you are there. Okay, now today's topic is coal and petroleum. You know what is the meaning of coal? Do you have any idea about the coal? What's the meaning of coal? Did you see? Did you ever see any coal in your home?
Yes, ma'am.
Where it is?
It is in black color.
It is in black color, right? Okay, it is in black color. It is a fossil fuel. Okay, after the decaying of living bodies, living matter, yeah, usually plants, we are getting this coal. Okay, so coal is a combustible black or brownish black sedimentary rock. Actually, it is, and it is formed as a rock, and which is called as coal seams. Okay, usually coal is mostly carbon with variable amounts of other elements. Chiefly, most of the time, it is hydrogen, it is sulfur, it is oxygen, or it can be nitrogen. So coal is formed when dead plant matter, it will be decays into peat or is converted into coal by the heat and pressure of deep burial over millions of years. Okay, after the millions of years, we are getting this coal. So that covered most of the Earth's tropical land. Okay, usually whatever the coal we are seeing, it is primarily used as a fuel. Okay, when while the coal has been known and used for thousands of years, its usage was limited prior first to the industrial revolution. Okay, then slowly we all use in different ways. Okay, so today our topic will be coal and the formation of coal, how we are getting coal. Okay, if we are seeing the chemistry of the coal, कोयला जिसको बोलते हैं कोयला, okay, आप लोगों को मालूम होगा. So the composition of this koila or coal is reportedly either as a means moisture or volatile matter. It can be, okay, it is having carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. Okay, so now we are going to see what is the meaning of this coal and how it will form. So first we are going to see the formation of coal. Usually the coal is mostly carbon with variable amounts of other elements. Okay, chiefly hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen, and nitrogen. Okay, you can see on your screen it is there that coal is formed when dead plants matter decays into peat and is converted into coal by the heat and pressure of deep burial over millions of years. Okay, so actually what will happen that you can see the deforestation or sometime floods or because of some natural disaster, you can see the forest, big area forest where the trees will be falling down. It will be having some slowly it is going down, and this coal form because this dead plants matter start decaying. Decaying means खराब होना. Okay, and इतना खराब हो जाते हैं वो, यानी जो लकड़ी से वो पीट में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं. What is peat? Peat is actually the decaying matter. ओके, इट इज ऑर्गेनिक मैटर. जब कोई चीज सड़ जाती है, आप लोग देखते हो कि आपके घर में भी अगर बहुत गंदगी कोई किसी जगह पर, इट इज वेरी डर्टी एरिया, तो स्लोली वो सड़ने के बाद उसका कलर ब्राउनिश एंड देन इट विल बी कन्वर्टेड टू ब्लैक कलर. थोड़ी सी स्मेल देने लगता है वो एरिया. सो व्हाट इज दैट पीट? पीट इज अ ऑर्गेनिक मैटर, डिकेइंग मैटर. Okay, and this peat will be converted slowly into coal. आप लोगों को समझ में आया that how the coal form? Actually it is formed when dead plants matter decays. जब कोई झाड़ गिर जाता है, कोई दरख्त गिर जाता है, कोई plant because of deforestation sometime or usually natural disaster, कोई प्लांट्स गिर जाते हैं तो स्लोली वो जमीन के अंदर चले जाते हैं. जब वो जमीन के अंदर चले जाते हैं तो इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया this plant will be converted into peat जो सड़ना शुरू होते हैं. वो जब झाड़ या उसका जो स्टेम है वो जब सड़ना शुरू होता है तो वो कन्वर्ट हो जाता है पीट में. And it will be slowly after hundreds to thousands of years it will be converted into coal. वो black color का जो सड़ा हुई चीज है वो सड़ी हुई चीज जो है convert into coal by the heat and by the pressure of deep burial over millions of years. So you know that this coal is taking millions of years to form. So before starting this formation of coal, we should know that what is natural resources. You know what is the meaning of natural resources? Do you have any idea about natural resources? Yes. Yes. Do you have any idea here about natural resources? What is the meaning of natural resources? So natural resources, naturally, whatever we are getting, okay, it can be uh, exhaustible or inexhaustible. Resources means natural resources means the water. Water को आप बनाते तो नहीं है हाथ से. You cannot prepare water with your hand. You cannot prepare air with your hand. So these all are natural resources. Natural resources can be water, while the earth may be mostly water. Only about 2.5% of it is fresh water. We are not getting fresh water everywhere. Usually the water is having ocean water, which is having salt in it. Okay, so we are getting salty water more than the fresh water. The fresh water is very less. But water, keep it in your mind that water is a natural resources. Water is a natural resources. Why it is a natural resources? Because why it is a natural resources? Because we cannot prepare. We are getting from, we are getting, naturally we are getting this all water. Okay. So in that way we can say this water is a natural resource. Water is a natural resource. Why it is natural resource? Because we cannot get water or we cannot prepare water. Then air is also a natural resource. Clean air is necessary for existence of life on this planet. We need clean air, and air is also naturally prepared. We are not able to prepare. We are not able to provide air to anyone. It is a natural resource. Then the third one is coal. Okay, coal is also called as a natural resource. Coal is estimated to be able to last less than 200 more years. Okay, we are not getting more because it will take millions of years to prepare. So what is going on nowadays? That the resources of coal is going to be finished. Okay, it is going to be end after some time because we are using it for the generating electricity for industrial purposes, for house, for domestic somewhere. Okay, so because of that usage, coal is going to be end after some time. Then oil, natural gas, phosphorus, copper, these all are natural resources. Okay, so now the next. So whatever the biotic resources which we are getting from the living bodies, biotic resources which we are getting from the living bodies like coal. Like coal we are getting from the living bodies. After the decaying of that particular wood, after the decaying of that particular plant, we are getting biotic resources, included plants, animals, and fossil fuels. Okay, after these plants and animals die, they are converted into fossil fuels. The three fossil fuels are coal, oil, and natural gases. We are getting this fossil fuel from the bodies of animals, from the bodies of plants, and after some time it will be converted into fossil fuel. Whatever coal you people are using, whatever oil you people are using, whatever natural gas we all are using, these all are called as fossil fuels. Now you get it? You understand what I mean? What is the meaning of this word fossil? Anybody is having idea? Do you have any idea about this fossil fuel? What is the meaning of this fossil? The word fossil, which you can see here, okay? Fossil means,
Ma'am, a name of the fuel.
sorry, fossil means the remaining of dead bodies, remainings of dead bodies. So the fuel which we are getting from the fossils, from the dead bodies, that is called as fossil fuels. Fossil fuels which we are getting from the dead bodies. यानी पूरी दुनिया में जो bodies हैं, definitely every day many people, even human being, animals and plants are dying. Okay, so where the bodies are going? Usually it will mix with the soil and slowly convert into fossil fuel. Okay, it will become the part of that particular soil. Sometimes it make that particular soil fertile, and we are getting vegetables, and we are getting all our whatever requirements. And sometimes it will take more and more year, like if the plants are going inside, it will be converted into decaying matter, it will be converted into peat, and then convert into coal. So that is fossil fuels. So fossil fuels usually takes at least hundreds or 2 million, sometimes thousands of years to form. Okay, so fossil fuels are classified as biotic resources, okay, because they were formed from the decaying of organic matter over millions of years. For example, air, sunlight and water, they are called as abiotic natural resources. So you got it, you got my point, every one of you. We are having two different type of resources. One is biotic resources, the other one is called as abiotic natural resources. We are having two different type of resources. One is called as biotic resources, the other one is called as abiotic resources. Okay, so what is biotic resources which we are getting? Usually biotic resources which we are getting from the fossil fuel. From the fossil fuel, whatever type of resources like plants we are getting, like human animals we are getting, these all are called as biotic resources. While in case of abiotic resources, abiotic natural resources, we are getting from air, sunlight, and water. These are called as abiotic resources. So keep it in your mind. The resources which we are getting, usually the natural resources which we cannot prepare, naturally we are getting. So that is also divided into two different groups. One is biotic resources, the other one is called as abiotic resources. Biotic resources which we are getting from the plants and animals, while abiotic resources means air, sunlight, water, and uh, uh, these three different types of the like air, sunlight, and water. They are called as a abiotic natural resources. Everyone understand? Got my point or no?
Ma'am. Yes,
How,
ma'am.
how many types of resources are there?
Ma'am, two.
Two different. What are the names of that two different resources? Biotic and
Biotic and
abiotic.
abiotic.
Okay, biotic we are getting from plants and animals. Abiotic natural resources we are usually getting from air,
Air, sunlight, water.
water. Good. Now again, the natural resources which we are seeing, it will be divided into two different types. We are getting two different types of resources, natural resources. Okay, one is called as exhaustible, exhaustible natural resources. The other one is called as inexhaustible natural resources. So the question arises that what is the meaning of inexhaustible natural resource? Okay, it is present in unlimited quantity, cannot be exhaust. Means, for the example, air and water, which present in unlimited. The word unlimited, keep it in your mind, like air and water. If you are going to see air and water, it is unlimited natural resources. Okay, air cannot be finished. how much you will use. Air will not never be finished. Usually, we are thinking like that. Like that, the air, the water which is in the ocean, though it is not natural fresh water, but it is a inexhaustible natural resource because it will be unlimited for us. The quantity is unlimited. That is why they are called as inexhaustible. Hopefully, you understand about this inexhaustible natural resource. It is present in unlimited quantity and it cannot be exhausted. It cannot be finished. That is why we are called as
Ma'am,
inexhaustible.
can you explain once?
Sorry. Yes. Come
Ma'am,
again.
can you explain once again?
You want to? You want me to explain again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the natural resources, okay, which we are seeing, natural resources means naturally we are getting, okay, naturally we are getting some resources like air, like water, like coal, like petroleum. These are called as natural resources. These natural resources are divided into two different groups, that is inexhaustible natural resource and exhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible natural resources are that type of natural resources which are present in unlimited quantity. Okay, you are getting in a bulk amount, it is unlimited and it will never be finished. Okay, it cannot be exhausted. For example, air, for example, water. So it is in unlimited quantity. While in case of this exhaustible natural resources, it present in limited quantity. Okay, it will be exhausted. After some time, it will be finished. Like your petroleum, like coal. That is the reason we should take care of our this exhaustible natural resources, because once they will finish, so we are not having that, because we will be who will make this who scrabble on my screen. Can you please clean this? Please don't touch screen. Okay, now exhaustible or non-renewable resources. Usually the natural resource which are limited and which get reduced in quantity after use are called as exhaustible or non-renewable resources, like coal, like petroleum, like natural gas, like metals. Everyone understand what is the meaning of exhaustible? Exhaustible are also called
Yes,
as
ma'am.
non renewable natural resources जो थोड़े अरसे के बाद खत्म हो जाएंगे. Why? Because we are getting from biotic resources. Okay, we are getting from after the decaying of animal and plants, we are getting this exhaustible resources. So after some time, जो पेट्रोल है, जो नेचुरल गैस है जो हम यूज करते हैं किचन में, और जो कोयला है, कोल, it can be finished after the bulk usage. ओके, अगर हम उसको ज्यादा इस्तेमाल करेंगे अपने घर में, इंडस्ट्रीज में, फॉर जनरेटिंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वी आर यूजिंग दिस कोल इवन, सो आफ्टर सम टाइम इट विल बी एग्जॉस्ट, ये खत्म हो जाएगा. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ रिसोर्सेज आर कॉल्ड एज एग्जॉस्टेबल, जो लिमिटेड होते हैं, which are limited and which get reduced in quantity after use. That is called as exhaustible. और नॉन रिन्यूएबल, जिसको हम रिन्यू नहीं कर सकते बहुत जल्दी, जिसको हम रिन्यू नहीं कर सकते, दोबारा से नहीं बना सकते जल्दी, so that is called as non renewable resources, and in the other word that is called as exhaustible resources, like coal, like petroleum, जिसको हम जल्दी से दोबारा बना नहीं सकते. It is not available in unlimited quantity. So that is called as exhaustible or non-renewable resources. On the other hand, you can see inexhaustible, or it is also called as renewable resources. Resources which are available in plenty in nature and can be renewed are called as inexhaustible or renewable resources, like sunlight. The most important, you can see that sunlight nowadays, most of the countries are using this sunlight, okay, as a solar energy. They are keeping solar panels, they are having solar cells, they are using in different ways the solar, because the solar energy is a renewable energy. अगर आप इसको यूज करेंगे आज, कल की सुबह फिर से धूप आ जाएगी. अगर आज सारा दिन आप इसको इस रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्स लाइक सोलर एनर्जी और सनलाइट को आज अगर आप स्टोर कर रहे हैं, तो रात में तो सन चले जाएगा, लेकिन मॉर्निंग में अगेन यू विल गेट द सनलाइट. Okay, so it is an unlimited source of energy, unlimited resources for us. So that type of energy which are unlimited, they are called as inexhaustible or renewable resource. Renewable जिसको आप renew next day दोबारा से कर सकते हैं. Then different type of inexhaustible and exhaustible resources you can see here. Okay, this is solar energy, this is wind power, this is LPG, your gas, which you can see in your home where you are cooking food and all this thing. And this is coal. Okay, this is coal. Okay, in front of you, if you people are seeing, so these are called as inexhaustible. Okay, inexhaustible, keep it in your mind that inexhaustible resources will never be finished. Okay, it will be available for you, because once it will finish, then next day it can be, means you can prepare or you can get it again, like solar energy, like solar panels, like solar cells we are using nowadays. Why we are using this type of solar energy, and why it is more it can be called as a renewable source of energy, because next day you can renew. Suppose if you are getting all the solar panels and you are getting the solar energy from the solar panels, so next day it is possible that you people are getting the solar energy again. So these type of energy or this type of resources are called as renewable sources, or it can be called as the inexhaustible resources. While in case of coal and in case of LPG, gas and all this petroleum, they are called as exhaustible resources, because once you will start using in a bulk amount, once you are using in more and more quantity, so it is possible that once it will finish, because we are getting these resources from the biotic bodies, like fossil fuels. As a fossil fuel we are using, and what are the fossils? As we have discussed earlier, that fossils are the remains of dead bodies, and from the dead bodies we are getting this energy. So it is in limited amount, or it is a limited resources, so we should be take care. We should not use this exhaustible resources this much, that once it will finish and we are in trouble. So nowadays what will happen, that usually we are the whole world is depend on the solar energy, we are trying. So as a student you should also having this different ideas that how we have to use this solar energy, and how this inexhaustible source of energy we can use instead of this exhaustible resources. Okay, now you can see that the classification of natural resources. Again, that natural resources, again, this is a recap, just like a recap for you, that natural resources which you can see. Okay, natural resources which you can see in front of you, it can be inexhaustible or exhaustible resources. Again, if I'm going to ask with someone, okay, what is the meaning of inexhaustible resources? What are inexhaustible resources? Yes, Zainab, can you please? Josefa and Zainab?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is the meaning of exhaustible resources
Exhaustible resources.
or renewable? Okay, exhaustible resources, what is the meaning of inexhaustible resources?
Which are going to finish.
Which are going to finish, which are inexhaustible. We have discussed earlier what is the meaning of exhaustible and inexhaustible. Exhaustible, exhaust. The word exhaust itself is having, which will be, which are limited. Exhaust, which are limited. Okay? What is the meaning of exhaust?
Ma'am, it's
Which are
limited.
Which are
limited.
limited.
Yes. Which are having, yes, which cannot be renewed, non-renewable. Okay? Which cannot be renewed very quickly. So that is exhaustible. Exhaustible means which you cannot renew quickly. Next day, like अगर आप example रख लें, if you are keeping the example of coal, दिमाग में एक बात रख लें, coal and sunlight. Okay, suppose coal है, example of coal and example of sunlight. If you people are having coal and coal finish हो जाता है, so second day it is not possible कि आप नया coal बना के ला लें. It is not possible. Yes or no? So coal is non-renewable or exhaustible. जो खत्म हो जाएगा. एक बार खत्म हो गया तो अब आप दूसरे दिन नया कोल बनाकर तो नहीं ला सकते. Right? But in case of sunlight, if you will see, it is a renewable resources. It can be inexhaustible resources. कि अगर ये एक बार खत्म हो जाएगा तो second day morning फिर sunlight आ जाएगी. तो then you will renew the resource. Suppose अगर आपके solar panels है, solar panels में आपने solar energy को जो है store कर दिया है, उसको utilize किया. Usually we are getting electricity from this solar energy. Okay, so the whole night you people are consuming that energy. So next day morning फिर से sunlight आ जाएगी, फिर से आप उसको renew कर लेंगे इस resource को. तो जिसको आप renew कर सकते हैं resources को, that is called as inexhaustible resources. और जिसको आप रिन्यू नहीं कर सकते, that is called as non renewable resources, because coal will take millions of years to form. Okay, okay, again, renewable and non renewable resources. Okay, to learn about the advantages and disadvantages, if you are going to study, suppose, so renewable resources like sunlight. Okay, then sunlight, and on the other hand, we are seeing that energy which we are getting from the fuels, like your natural gas. Okay, so which whatever the energy we are getting in limited resource, or we can say that this much of energy we are having, which are going to finish after some time. So what do you think, which energy will be going to finish? In this picture in front of you, you people are seeing, so it is a small activity you can see. So which
Coal.
type of energy in your way is going to exhaust?
Coal.
Sorry,
Coal.
coal. And which type of energy people are observing in your house? Yes,
CNG.
CNG. And in your home, which type of energy you people are getting? What do you think?
Solar energy.
Beta, no, but solar, what you are getting from solar energy?
Electricity.
Electricity. So did you means uh, what you did you agree, or will you please tell me how you are getting the solar energy and as in electricity? In our country, usually we are getting like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Where in your house you are getting electricity from the solar? Can you please tell me? Means other students also please take part. Not only Zena.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, boys, can you please open your mouth? Dear, in front of you, people are seeing renewable energy and non-renewable energy. What do you
Yes,
think?
ma'am.
In your house, which type of energy you are using in your kitchen?
Ma'am, gas,
Which
non-renewable.
resources you people are using in your house? Which type of exhaustible or inexhaustible, or renewable or non-renewable? Which resources you are?
Inexhaustible.
No,
Ma'am,
suppose I'm going
non-renewable.
to take, okay, I'm limited my question to your kitchen. Suppose I'm asking about your that LPG gas, okay, the gas which you people are using in your cylinder, okay, that is called as methane gas, okay, that is called as methane gas, and the formula of that methane gas is CH4. Okay, please don't put anything on the screen. You're not that much small babies. Okay, this is CH4, whatever I'm writing. Okay, CH4 means it is a methane gas. Okay, methane gas which we people are using usually in the form of fuel in our kitchen. So what do you think is a renewable resource or non-renewable resource? Because if you are able to give me the answer, then only I can feel that yes, you understand everything.
Non-renewable.
Non-renewable. So how you can say this is non-renewable, dear?
Because it is limited.
It is limited because the word renew. Renew means which will be formed, which can be formed quickly again. Okay, renew. Again, I'm saying the same. Please notice what is the meaning of renew, which can be renew. Renew again. You can make it again quickly. It is non-renewable. Okay, because this methane gas which we are getting from fossil fuels. Okay, this is called as fossil fuel. Fossil fuel means what? The remains of dead bodies. We are getting this energy from the remains of dead bodies. Okay, so remains of dead bodies means it will not take one day. That dead body will finish और आपको फौरन से फौरन जो है वो एनर्जी देना शुरू कर दे. No. Okay, what do you think that whatever energy we people are using, whatever type of energy we are consuming in our kitchen, it is coming from the dead bodies. पता है आप लोगों को ये बात? Do you know कि हम जो गैस यूज करते हैं it is coming from the dead bodies? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
You don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes ma'am or no ma'am? Because the word
No, ma'am.
No,
fossil,
ma'am.
the remains of dead bodies. Fossil means what? The remains of dead bodies. It is from the dead bodies only. Okay, you are getting these things from the dead bodies only. Okay. Okay, these are the dead remains. Remains किसको कहते हैं? What is the meaning of remain? जो बची हुई चीजें, यानी डेड बॉडी का मतलब सिर्फ इतना नहीं है कि आप इंसान की ही डेड बॉडी हो. Okay, it can be the remains of plants, it can be the remains of animals, because every day you people are observing that around you people there are lots of dead bodies are there. Suppose आपके घर में ही देख लें आप कोई झिंगुर या कोई कॉकरोच और ants और बटरफ्लाईज और ये और वो सब मर जाते हैं ना. अगर आपके घर में लॉन है, अगर आपके घर में कोई पार्किंग एरिया है तो वहां आप देखते होंगे लीव्स गिर जाते हैं. So that is a dead bodies only. Remains of the living bodies. Remains of the living bodies. So वो living bodies जो है वो resource में convert हो जाते हैं. These dead bodies will be converted into resources. So coal, how we are getting in the initial pages we have studied के कोल हम किस तरह हमें मिलता है कि जब आपके जो प्लांट्स हैं, जो ट्रीज हैं, बिग बिग ट्रीज, व्हेन इट विल बी because of deforestation sometime and because of some natural disasters, जब ये गिर जाते हैं so then it will be become the part of the soil slowly, then it will be converted into decaying matter, that is called as peat. And this peat is converted into, after the millions of years, it will be converted into coal. Okay, so now hopefully you understand about this. Okay, resources that is non renewable